Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. Ha, one of them boys still boring in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha, a lot of fakes, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get.
Man, did they catch a dude to hit the kids?
Yeah, they caught him this morning. Well, I don't know if it, this morning. I don't know if he turned himself in or somebody just found him, but they
When the
got
police want to work, they work. Because think about that. That's you know what I'm saying? That's some investigating going on.
Yeah, then they got something to do with kids, so yeah, of course they gonna come work, man.
But that's fortunate, man. I mean, that was an unfortunate situation. I don't even watch the news more. The news came on after the game, and I saw that. It was like ages 1, 2. I'm like,
Yeah.
But they said he lost control of the car trying to go around the bus. That's what I heard. Lost control of the car and ran in the driveway.
Unfortunate situation, bad, man. That it happened to kids like that, man. It's a sad situation. Guess we say we happy they got him off the street. I don't know. But what about that other situation with the guy who got sentenced to 110 years?
I ain't hear about that. What happened?
No.
What?
Truck driver, man. He ended up hitting people. I guess they saying his brakes stopped working, but they sentenced him to like 110 years in prison.
Where?
I forget where it's at. It must be out west, I'm thinking.
For murder?
Yeah. Hitting people and murdering them. And then he didn't leave. He stayed there, but they...
And they sent to 110 years?
Yeah.
Yeah? Black guy, white guy, Spanish guy?
Spanish.
Spanish guy?
Yeah. But I think they said one of the judges is going to come back and sentence him again. Cause I think that was like, that's extreme, man. 110 years.
Yeah, it's too much.
Man.
Yeah, that's the rest of your life.
Like I don't think it was purposely that he did that.
It's for the faulty brakes.
Yeah, faulty brakes. Yeah. I don't think it was purposely. So for 110 years, man, that's just come on.
Oh, so his
man.
brakes went out?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. No, I didn't see that story.
Yeah, it's been all over the news since last week.
Yeah,
man.
I don't watch the news.
I mean, social media is news.
I guess
I don't watch the news, but it's on social media. That is news.
I guess whatever you click on your phone is what continuously come down.
Yeah,
that type of stuff. And I think my phone kind of boring. My girlfriend gets fights and stuff on her phone, but I don't never get none of that stuff. Fool.
Yeah, I don't be seeing that. I mean, well, if you just log on to Twitter, you're gonna pretty much get all the information you need.
Yeah.
That goes on around the world. Like that's it. Twitter is basically the news.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they even got news on TV for. You just get on Twitter and it's right there.
No, it is. It's real time too, and it's the people. It's the people telling. I remember about 5 years ago, I bet on this basketball game, and I was waiting for it to start. Shit wasn't starting, fool. This is like 5 years ago, and I was like, what? So I went to Twitter and I typed in Houston versus, and there was a guy at the game saying it's a leak in the ceiling, and the game wasn't finna be played, and that's how I found out what was going on. But that's what Twitter is. That's what people don't realize. Twitter is not about following famous people. That's what it is. It's the people reporting news. It's the people coming together to report news, and then the algorithm pushes the things that make sense to the front. You know what I'm saying? To the top. And that's how stuff started trending. But now that's what Twitter is, man. Twitter's not about following famous people. I don't follow no famous people.
Twitter is probably one of the best networking apps that you have.
Dog, you a lot better on Twitter than me. I still ain't great on Twitter, like the how it works and the follows and the mentions and stuff. You a Twitter expert, fool.
I mean, cause Twitter was my first social media app. Like I was never I never got on MySpace. Facebook is just so flawed. Like you say the wrong thing on Facebook, they block you for 30 days. Instagram, that's for the models, and I don't pay attention to Instagram that much. But Twitter's like you can really have a conversation with somebody through text without them having your phone number.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a very resourceful place, man. It's called Twitter, so people don't take it serious, but it's whatever you want it to be. I had somebody say it's like your own magazine. Like you could put whatever you want to put in your magazine, and whatever.
You follow certain people. You can even look up certain topics and stuff. Like I only want to look at hurricane news. Bam. Everything hurricane news that somebody type about hurricane is gonna be right there on your timeline, and It's just it's easy and simple.
The person that says social media is bad is the person whose mind is going on social media and thinking about small shit, bad stuff. I mean, you're thinking about minute things. Like, I don't. Yeah, social media, like Gary Vee said, social media, if it sits there, it's just there. It don't turn into something until the people who own it. So if it's bad, you know what I'm saying? If it's bad, it's what you're going on there to do. I've been on there doing business for so long that I don't scroll, I don't like get into people's business, like I don't see what people are doing, like I don't really get into a lot of that. That's not my mindset when I'm on there a lot of times. But some people are on there just to look at other people. And if that's where your mind is, then
I mean, that's why I think that's why social media was created. For one, was to be, you know, famous people. It gave the fans access to their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you sit home instead of them getting on I forget what the name of that TV show that you know, famous people used to get on the MTV Cribs and stuff like that. Instead of that, I could go look in their social media.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they showing their new house they just got and new stuff in this, and they tweeting, or they taking Instagram and what's the other one, TikTok and Snapchat. Like, I could really be a part of their life without me being in their life.
Yeah, we would have loved to have access to Michael Jackson.
Oh man.
but this is the thing. Now you give people access to LeBron James, and as soon as he tweets something, the first reply is something stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people are gonna do to stars. Like so we forgot when we didn't have access to them, and now we got them. And the first thing, I don't know if they're bots. I don't know how people be tweeting that fast.
Nah, it be a lot of them that just want to be negative, and some of them just want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I forget who said this, but they were like, yeah, man, y'all talk to me like this on social media, but y'all see me in person, y'all won't say nothing. Y'all be taking the picture with me.
Nah, it's a lot of things. It's shock value will bring attention to your Twitter. But yeah, they forget that they're talking to people. As soon as LeBron posts something, a tweet pop up there in half a second. MJ the GOAT, you the fake GOAT. Yeah. I mean, like, damn, how did he do that fast?
Just look the other day, man. A Hurricane player tweeted out something. And
Restrepo?
Yeah, tweeted out something that mostly everybody did not like.
I mean,
they went from loving him to, you know what I'm saying, ready to castrate him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just off a simple tweet that he felt, which was his opinion.
You think most people didn't like that?
I think maybe 90% didn't like that.
You think most people, you think a lot of people think what he said, though? They think that way, they just don't say it.
Because, like, it's a personal issue. You know what I'm saying? Some people got family members that's dying.
Right.
So it's a personal issue where they felt like he shouldn't have said it's imaginary. But again, they went from liking him to, we don't want you on your own team. No, I don't know if they went that far, but it could be like that. Like,
yeah. Listen, you seen The Matrix yet?
Nah, I ain't go.
You saw it yet?
I'm gonna go see it.
Huh? I gotta watch it again, man. I gotta watch my stream was freezing or something. I gotta watch it again. But there's a line in there when me and my girl was watching, and they say, only thing that matters is what you believe in your head. And she couldn't do nothing but smile. Because I have been saying that to her for years. The only thing that matters is what you believe. That's it. Murder is bad until your child murders somebody. Then you start saying, well, maybe you want to negotiate with murder. You know what I'm saying? Because your child did it. And that could be for any situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's the only thing that matters in this world is what you believe in your head. But Restrepo said a lot of people gonna go after him. You know why? Because he's a football player, and they feel that football player can say it like that, and then they go after him. And they got an uncle say the same thing at Thanksgiving, and they don't say a damn word to him. Only thing that matters is what you believe in your head. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that in working in the jail. I would come to work mad, frustrated, and then look at an inmate, I give him an extra apple, and he happy. And I'd be like, how the fuck is he smiling? You know what I'm saying? Is he smiling? And I'm finna go home in 3 hours and I'm mad. Because we live in our minds. You know what I'm saying? We live here in our heads. And we treat certain people one way because we love them. We treat certain people other way because we don't.
I mean, that's just like, you know, you just basically telling about to Ruben Bain the leverage that he has.
Yeah.
So I guess, can we say Restrepo used his leverage in the wrong way, or?
Yeah, I mean he right. So
But,
it's
but
just,
why is it wrong when it's his opinion? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're saying you live in your head, so you only believe what you believe in your head. So if that's what he believes, why is it wrong for everybody else? But that's what he believes in.
what would happen if he tweeted out, you know, fuck what y'all think, and that's the last thing he tweet? What would have happened?
What would happen? If
What
he
would
took
have
it
happened?
back?
What happens when the girl who everybody called promiscuous, right? She doing him, she doing them, she doing them. And she stands up and says, give a damn. My body, I do what I want to do. Everybody's silent. Everybody shuts up because you no longer can attack her. You know what I'm saying? Because she what's the word? She stood on it. Like, yeah, she stood on it. Like,
the bald-head girl? The bald-head
yeah, that's
girl
what I was thinking about. The
who
slut walk
with
girl.
Yeah, she
That's what I was thinking about.
So she embraced it.
Once, because that's what I'm saying. When somebody attack you, right? Somebody went to Restrepo and told me he had to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Did he have to? Politically correctness and the BS that we live, the world we live in, we saying he has to apologize. What if he didn't? There's unapologetic people out here. We just look at them different.
Yeah, I mean,
what was Trump?
Very unapologetic.
Right.
Very.
Did he ever apologize about anything?
No, he's never going to.
What happened to him?
And they still embrace. Well, some embrace him.
Right. Once you become numb to what people say and think, you become like invincible or some shit.
Yeah.
Like you become invincible. Now, when you're attached to things that feed you money, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to lose them, that's when you lose your leverage. Because now, what Cam Newton said, then he loses sponsors. That's when it hurts the person.
Oh, okay.
But if that doesn't control who you are, you never got to apologize for nothing.
Yeah, because I think Cole Beasley said something like that, something similar to what Restrepo said. That he ain't apologizing. He's in the NFL. Right?
No, it's whatever behind it. I think Cam, when he said what he said to the woman reporter, was gonna. I think he looked. They jumped right off the sponsors. They jumped right off the bus. You know what I'm saying? They jumped right off the bus, and then it kind of hurt you. But what would have happened if Restrepo would have been like, "That's what I believe."
I mean,
unfollow me.
Me personally, man, I respect it a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody else change your beliefs or what, because of it's something that they don't like.
Yeah,
that's always been my stance. So, like I say, the only thing I felt like was wrong in that statement was to say imaginary. He should have just left that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's imaginary or not, just leave it out. Like, just left that out and said something different. But, I mean, he's at UM. Obviously, we have one of the roughest fan base because
I didn't see where their replies was tough.
Oh, Lord.
They went off on him?
Oh, my God. They was going at it. And that's why he came out as the apology. Even the apology, they were like, man, we don't care nothing about that damn apology.
For real?
Miami fans, man, you know they rough now. They gonna love you for 1 minute, boy. You do something wrong, and it's.
Listen, man. As you go up, and you start rising above people, you can't really care.
You can't.
Because sometimes you get to a point where people think they can just throw rocks at you and think you're not a person, like a real person. I'm nowhere near famous. People say crazy shit to me all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Street man, you must be. What you say? You must be getting paid, and then I mean, I don't. Yeah, you can't. You think LeBron pays attention?
Nah,
you think
man.
Mayweather?
I remember. I think it was right after the championship. LeBron lost, and he said, "Yeah, man, y'all gonna still be going at me. I'm finna go home to my family, be happy."
That's exactly what I was thinking about. He said, "Listen, in a nice way, he said, "Do you care?" This is what the reporter said, because I just was editing that video to do something with it. Do you care that people are really rooting for your downfall? He said, no. He said, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go back and live my life, and you're going to go back and live your life. And that's all he said, and boy, that cut people deep. They ain't like that, boy.
because he's like, they going at him, and he not responding in the negative way that they want him to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you keep throwing rocks at, you the bully, and you keep picking on a kid or something like that, and then they just not responding to you. You getting mad. Hold on. I'm picking on you. You ain't paying no attention to it.
Yeah. Right.
Like, man, I don't care. Like,
I mean, it's all perception, man, and it's all what you believe in your head, man. When you become that big, like it's hard to believe that like, okay, anytime I take an example, like Freezy them, right? Doing so much in the community, dog. Gospel, it's just so much. They started the football league. But it's hard for people to give them credit because they look at them as the rich guys. And because they're not rich, a lot of times it's like, they just doing that to tax right. They just, you know what I'm saying? And they could be doing everything, creating restaurants, just you know what I'm saying, just doing epics. They just doing that for tax write-off. Jay-Z, it's almost like Jay-Z can't do anything. He went to go talk to the NFL. Oh man, I knew Jay-Z was on that. Look, he finna say NFL. He ain't gonna say nothing about Colin Kaepernick. Jay-Z, dog, you know how much Jay-Z offered Lil Wayne his masters back. Jay-Z has done so much for so many people. But when somebody is up here, like, it's hard for people to think. People do really think money is the root of evil. They think that. They think when you get money, you become evil. But it's only because they don't brush elbows with people with money.
With money,
yeah. Yeah. And that's just what it is. So when you start rising up, man, you got to kind of like not listen to the crowd.
I mean, you shouldn't, as an individual, you shouldn't really care about anybody else's opinion anyway. Like, that's just your opinion. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that way, that's happy. Good. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to address you about the way you know what I'm saying? But that's just how they feel. So, I mean, that's always been me. I'm like, okay, you don't like me? Okay, it's cool. I mean, that just makes it easier for me not to be around you. You don't like me? I don't.
No, the players need to understand that, though. They need to understand that people, they fans, they don't like you today,
and they'll hate you tomorrow. And that's just how it is. Once you play sports, I try to tell it to kids all the time. Like, man, it's not that they turned their back on you. It's just they remember the good stuff.
Yeah.
But they gonna always know what you did bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just gotta ride with it.
A lot of times, the kid that they're ragging on, if you could record 3 years prior, that was the same kid that they was rooting
for,
to play, yeah.
Mark Pope catch the game-winning touchdown. They loved him.
And you can't, and you cannot, right. And you can't hang your hat on that type of love.
You see what I'm saying?
You can't do nothing with it.
But then he come back and drop a pass. They forgot about. Well, I gonna forget about what he did.
You think Mark Pope know we created a shirt for him beginning last season?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
I want to show him for. I just want him to know how much we believed in him for, and I hope he does.
Man, he gonna be successful over there, Jackson State.
I hope he's successful over there, bro. I want him to see it, and I want him to know how much we care. I've talked to him every now and then. I hit him up and say something to him. You know what I'm saying? One time I told him, tough times don't last, tough people do. But they did love him when he caught that pass. So to Restrepo, like, you got to figure out a way to make it not matter. And it probably don't matter. He probably just, somebody told him to.
Like I say,
somebody told him to apologize. He probably
when he did that tweet, man, I think it was out of frustration of not playing the game. You know, he was basically mad he ain't playing the game in it.
You know how not playing the game feel.
Boy, that is frustrating.
Of course he was, boy. Of course he was. He was straight frustrated.
Yeah, so that was just, hey man, something that he didn't think. He didn't think before he, you know what I'm saying? And he's still a kid.
Right.
And it is what it is. But I didn't. He tweeted out, I'm like, okay, I don't feel a certain way about it, but.
You ever thought about why your grandparents feared the flu so much? Like, your grandparents always used to be like, But put a shirt on for the flu. It's gonna kill you. Catch the flu. And they feared it so much, and it didn't affect us the same way it affected. You ever thought about that?
Nah, never.
I think because they saw what we're seeing now. And I think years from now, we're gonna really remember what we saw, right? With COVID and these things. You know what I'm saying? And we probably will be living with it, but we'll always remember what we saw. And I think our grandparents remember the effect that the flu had on them.
Oh, back
you know what I'm
in the
saying?
day.
Right,
Yeah.
when people died.
Pneumonia, I think.
Pneumonia, pneumonia. Pneumonia.
So when they had to start getting vaccines back then. Yeah.
Right. But it pneumonia never affected us the way it affected them. But your grandma was always afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? Pneumonia, the flu, whatever. She was always afraid of it because of what they saw. And what we saw with COVID, we're going to eventually live with it, but we'll never forget what we saw. We'll never forget that we was out of work and we wasn't working and people was dying in New York. You know what I'm saying?
They had to shut the whole world down.
We'll never forget it.
Not just country. They had to shut the whole world down.
We'll never forget it. And when we're grandparents, we'll be, boy, put masks on for you, can't COVID. It'll be the same thing because of what we saw. But we battled through pneumonia, right?
Yeah.
And we battled through a lot of stuff. And I think we come together as a great
new technology, technology and new days, man. So it's a lot that you expect. You know, okay, this virus came, and then technology. We expected technology to come and fix it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But back then they ain't have that much technology. It was like, boy, you got flu.
Right. It was pneumonia. So yeah, man. Anything else going on in Miami, man? We're gonna try to get the Ruiz in here, man.
Yeah. We're gonna try to.
We're gonna get on
Ruiz, man.
get Alex Ruiz in here to talk about this stadium.
Yeah, man. Every Wednesday we do space on Twitter. 7 o'clock or 6
7 o'clock, yeah.
7 o'clock on Wednesdays we do space on Twitter.
With a member, one of the members help us host.
So after we finish talking about what we're talking about, then we have the question segment where we allow y'all to come ask questions and stuff like that. So get in there. Gotta follow Footballville, Caneville 305 on Twitter, Instagram. Definitely try to get the Ruiz, either the father or the son, either one. Shouts out to Mama Cristobal. She followed us. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Mama Cristobal.
She liked the video to Jaden Harris when Jaden Harris was saying Miami was paradise.
Man, I'm really starting to like that kid, Jaden.
I like him.
I'm really starting. I'm talking about he might be something special.
Yeah, he's raw. Cause you tell he hasn't been playing that long. But I like him. I like his mentality. And I heard he was a diamond in the rough. I heard they thought really highly of him. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share. ILD Squad, y'all want to get down with investing, man. The link is in the description. You want to get down with it. That's X, I'm D, and we out of here.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? This nigga, one shit. I say, big time players